Hello everyone. So I want to talk a little bit about this whole impeachment process and this whole thing about the quid pro quo. I mean, uh, this is pretty cool actually, quid pro quo. I mean, what do you think the United States has been doing when it's dealing with other countries? I mean, the other country they'll try. I mean, one way is to impose sanctions, or but if you want to make other countries do something, how do you do it? I mean, you say, hey, I got this aid, I got this $100 million aid package for you, and why don't, if you do this, we will actually give you the $100 million aid package. That's what the United States has been doing for all this time. I mean, that's what it's called, dollar diplomacy. That's what it is. It's called dollar diplomacy. It's quid pro quo. That's how you do diplomacy in this world. I mean, you want the other country to do something. They're not going to do just for the heck of it. I mean, just because, oh, we love the United States. Even our allies won't do anything for us. I mean, there is always a quid pro quo. I mean, that's what it is. Nothing comes for free. If you want something to be done, you got to pay for it. You got to do something in return. If you want a favor, you have to give some favors back. I mean, that's how the world works. I mean, which world do you live in? What's wrong with these Democrats? But you know what? The Democrats may have a point about quid pro quo, because how did Obama used to do diplomacy? I mean, guess what he did with Iran? There was no quid pro quo, so that's why they are mad at Donald Trump for having a quid pro quo. Well, although there wasn't much quid pro quo in this case, but anyway, they keep saying quid pro quo, and the reason for that is, hey, Iran, here it is. We do not want you to build any nuclear weapons. Please don't build any nuclear weapons. We have created this beautiful document. My staff and everybody, and this is what Obama was probably telling the Iranian leaders, is like, here, my staff has worked very hard. My State Department has worked very, very hard. I mean, probably it was Crooked Hillary or some other person who was doing that, and then they wrote it all down and very nicely, and then Obama signed it off very nicely, and then said, hey guys, here is the thing. If you don't want to sign it, that's also okay. I mean, you don't have to really, Iran, you don't really have to sign it. I have signed it. We just want you to, you just don't want you to do anything with the nuclear weapons. So just don't build them, and we will take your word for it. If you say no, that's good enough for us, because we're just going to show this document to the United Nations and to the rest of the world that what a great guy I am, because after all, I just got the Nobel Prize as soon as I became president for doing nothing, absolutely nothing. There was no piece that I did, but hey, I have to show off that in my 8 years I did something. So hey, so here is the point. Here is this document that I'm going to show to the world that I have signed. You don't need to sign, but we don't tell anybody that we don't sign this, that you did not sign. Just we'll take your word for it. And as an extra bonus, we will drop off a boatload of few $billion worth of cash on your in your airport, on the tarmac. We'll just drop it off there and be done with it. And nobody will know about it, because anyway, Hillary is going to come and she's going to cover it all up, so nobody's really going to know about it. So because hey, I won the Nobel Prize, so I need to be able to show to the world that I deserve this Nobel Prize. Otherwise, I feel that I have not really done anything. I've done the same thing with Cuba. I mean, like, the Cuban army is actually helping the Venezuelan government and the Venezuelan dictator, Maduro, and thanks to whom? I mean, who gave all this power to Cuba and lifting sanctions and all that stuff? And who is doing that? Who is messing with Venezuela? I mean, it is basically Cuba which is messing with Venezuela. But hey, I got the Nobel Prize, so I got to show that I've done something, because the North Koreans will not even listen to me. So hey, this is how I'm going to do it. There is no quid pro quo, because I've given you all the money. There is nothing. Just have it for free. Anyway, it's not my money. I mean, I gave you a few tens of billions of dollars, just dropped it off on the tarmac without anybody knowing it. Because whose money it is anyway? It's the stupid American people's money. I mean, all I have to do is charm them off and they'll all say great things about me, isn't it? No matter what I say, they'll all believe me, because they almost think that I am God Obama, actually, or Saint Obama. So let us go with that. So can now see the Democrats' viewpoint. I would say that is the way Obama acted as when it was having diplomatic relation with difficult countries like Iran and Cuba, is basically what is to basically give them under the table, so that doesn't become any quid pro quo, and you are all good and nice. And and on side by side, we can just tell, Joe Biden, you do whatever you want. Your son can do whatever he wants. Hillary can do whatever she wants. I mean, like, this is what he was doing. He was like just letting corruption be rife, and he just kept a watch, because he always had the media, and as well had the people of the United States, because after all, he was charismatic. He was the greatest thing that has happened to this country, and guess what? He squandered it all. I mean, his policies has damaged this country and damaged this world so much. It is a total utter disaster. Why would the Nobel Committee even give him the Nobel Peace Prize? It is like giving, I mean, and I'll make another video about it, but it's like giving the Nobel Peace Prize to Al Gore for trying to rob the world, using and extort the world by using climate change. I mean, this is what it is. And guess what? Al Gore, he's also a Democrat. I mean, you kind of see a pattern here with Democrats, right? I mean, you can see what they do here. They're more into like, it's not my money, it's the public's money. Who gives a damn? Let's just throw it all away, and just so that we can just follow our agenda. I mean, this is what they do. So I want to say is that I can now see why the Democrats have this whole thing about quid pro quo, because they want Trump to do is like, hey, give off money to Iran. Tomorrow they'll say give off money to Russia, but then it'll be Russian collusion because he gave money to Russia, right? And then so we cannot do that. But Obama can do whatever he wants, because I would say there is an Iranian collusion going on with Obama. I mean, why would he give money? Why would you even sign a nuclear deal with which the other party doesn't even sign? I mean, what is in a deal? Two parties have to sign it, then only the deal is valid. What kind of deal is it when when the other party refuses to sign? That means the other party refuses to acknowledge the deal. There is no deal anymore. It is your own pipe dream, your own thing that you just keep on saying, oh, here is what I got. It's total fake. And that is what Obama's presidency can be defined as. It's a total fake presidency with fake policies, with complete garbage that he has done. And the whole Iranian thing is a classic example of how poorly he tried to control Iran, and actually embolden Iran to be where it is. And it was Donald Trump who's putting that getting them under control to quite a degree about it. And so just here is the whole point about this, is that this Democrats cannot handle the fact that Trump just wants to investigate corruptions. They're so worried that he's going to go and find out all the dirty details about Joe Biden, and their only star candidate, or the candidate who pretty much most of the people may like him, is actually going down the drain, and the Democrats cannot handle it. The Democrats know they do not have a single person who is better than Trump. So what are they trying to do? They're going to tarnish his image. They're going to do a smear campaign. They're going to do all this impeachment. And I can tell you, they know that they cannot impeach Donald Trump. So what are they going to do? They're going to keep on saying impeach. They're going to keep on saying impeach every single day. The media is going to keep on saying impeach like 1,000,000 times a day. I mean, you'll keep on hearing the word impeach and impeach and impeach and impeach and impeach. I mean, you keep on saying that, and they hope that the American people will think that, oh, Donald Trump has done something wrong. And guess what? That's not going to happen. The people are not stupid. The people know. Many people are like me. They can figure it out when these Democrats are lying, because that is why they are doing it all behind closed doors. Guess what? I mean, Donald Trump is open about it. You want the transcript? Here, have the transcript. These guys are behind closed doors. When you have something to hide, you are going to hide. If you have nothing to hide, you will do it all out in the open and let the public hear the testimonies and everything. I mean, that's not Shifty Schiff wants to do. He wants to control everything. He's a very shady guy, which is basically what he is known for, and that's why Donald Trump has a very good name, Shifty Schiff, pencil neck Schiff. I mean, that's what he is, and with the help of Nancy Pelosi, I mean, this is what they do. But again, think about, these guys do not have any shame. These Democrats don't have any shame. They do not have any scruples. Why? Why don't they have any scruples? Because they're godless. They don't care about God. And because they're godless, devil worshippers, I mean, they want to sacrifice children, unborn babies. I mean, they're baby killers. This is the party of baby killers. This is the baby killer party. That's what it should be called. In fact, their symbol should not be. They should change their symbol to killing babies. I mean, that's what is their main thing. Is like, let's kill babies. That's what the Democrat Party is a symbol of, killing babies. And this is where the quid pro quo part of things. This is what is the quid pro quo. Is there should be nothing. You just have to give it all away and hope that the other country will just hopefully be all nice and goody. That's all it is. That's all they think it is. So this is my 2 cents about the quid pro quo. I want to thank you all for your time, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be bringing more videos, and until next time, God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America.